everybody. We just got a fresh batch of WeatherTracks in from Connexion Concepts, and we have been selling these for a while, and I need to make a video on how to set them up because it's really easy, but there just needs to be a video on them. So let me go over kind of what they are, and then we'll look at setting them up in Holley software. So this little magic box here gives you all of your weather data via CAN to your Holley EFI. So this works with the Terminator X, the Dominator HP, the Terminator X Max. So you can use this on any of the systems. What this is useful for is the reason why this is a lot better than a weather station, right? I have a Kestrel that was $700, is that it's in your data log now. And I'll show you how to hook them up, or I'll show you how to program it. But it's a simple install. This is the way they come from Connexion Concepts. We supply you with the mating connector and pins. So when you order them from us, we'll send you out the mating connector and pins. And what it is, it's 4 wires. Pin 1 is ground, pin 2 is CAN low, pin 3 is CAN high, pin 4 is battery power. So I usually wire them up to 12-volt switched, ignition, and then a battery ground, and then you've just CAN high and low from your ECU. So it gives you 8 different measurements. You've got water grain, temperature. That's in that unit of measurement that nobody cares about. Relative humidities and percentage. Pressure, which is your baro. DA in feet, which is what matters. There you go. Temperature in Fahrenheit. We've been to the moon. Fahrenheit. Pressure in inches of mercury, and DA in meters, which nobody cares about either. So, not here in America. Anyway, that's my jab at metric. So, these are got a little 2-bolt flange, or you can Velcro them onto something. The ideal location to put them in is underneath of the wing on the car. So like if you have the wing back here or on the rear bumper, away from exhaust, it's best to leave them exposed outside to the elements. Full transparency, mine's mounted to the back of my dash inside of the car. But the best location for them is, underneath the wing. So 4-wire install, we'll send it with the mating connector, and pretty simple. Let's go look at how to program it and then look at some data. Hold, please. Thank you for holding. Let me be your little tour guide here on how to do this. Setting up your Connexion Concepts WeatherTrack in Holley EFI. So let's double click and open up Holley EFI v6. And we're going to open up a global file. So I'm just going to open up the most recent one that I have. This is out of my own car. So we'll open this global file. And you should have a toolbar at the top. You should be relatively familiar with this by now. If you've never seen Holley software, you better be liked and subscribed and hit the little notifications on my YouTube channel because I make tons of videos about this stuff. So if you don't already have this tab, Input Output ICF, you need to go up to here to Toolbox and add individual config. Scroll on down until you hit IO, and then just grab Demo or Base Cal or whatever, and double click and hit Open. It'll populate this Input Output tab. So go into Input Output tab. At the top left, you'll see that it highlights Input. I've got this thing slam full for me. So we're just going to go over to where I've already built them. So Input's over here, and here they are. Let's see, do I have any here? No, I don't. I've got them here. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be called water grain. Let's go to Configure. We're going to make it a type of a CAN 5-volt. Click Configure. And if you reference that little sheet we had, it was input number 1. The CAN ID was 328. Broadcast rate should be 10 hertz. And then you have to choose what CAN bus you're on, right? So that little sheet, it says 1 through 8, AV 1 through 8. That's where your CAN channels will go, 1 through 8, okay? Then you pick your CAN bus that you're on, and the CAN device should be set to CAN IO module. We've had questions. Will this work if I have a CAN IO module on the network, on the CAN network? Yes, it will. Just change your CAN ID to 328. Broadcast rate at 10 hertz. Go over here to sensor settings. and this is water grain. So we're going to do a custom 5-volt. Units are GPP. Um, format is 1, and then our minimum is 0, maximum is 150. We go down here, 0.5 to 4.5 volts, standard scaling. If you don't know how to do that, let's just show you here. So here, I'll screw this up first so that we can see it. There we go. So it's 0. See, it's all screwed up there, right? So we go in here and we hit 0.5 over there. We come over here, we hit 4.5, hit enter, and then while it's still clicked on there, hit the R button. Watch, you'll see these values change. Hit the R button for rows, and boom, it automatically interpolates data from the first point to the last point. Same thing here, 0 to 150. So we'll screw this up here. Watch, I'll just intentionally booger that up, right? So that's 0. We want to make this 150. Type in 150, enter. 0 over here, and we hit R for rows, and now we've got a nice linear scale. So that's how you do water grain. Your CAN settings, simple. Those CAN settings will be the same for every single sensor that you set up. It'll just depend on whatever AV number that you have there. So if it's, let's go back here. Let's look. What's humidity? Humidity is a percentage, and it's input number 3. So we'll select input number 3, CAN idea 328, and CAN idea 328 is true for all of the WeatherTracks. 10 hertz, same deal, it's still on CAN bus 1. Sensor settings is percentage, format 1, 0 to 100, same deal. So very simple to set up, very self-explanatory if you ask me. So follow those steps on setting it up. Now let's go take a look at a data log with some weather data in it. So let's just find something at random here. Here, this is the last time the car was out. Let's look at that. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's look at that fire one. That one looks fun. Open data log. Oh yeah, this is when the car caught fire. So if your data log ever does this, that's bad news. So toggle it off. I taught a class, so my views are a little screwed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit, and let's build a view so we can look at some data. So I'm just going to click and drag and drop these over here. We only need a handful of them. I'm going to scroll over, and we're going to find my weather information, which is right here. So there's water grain, humidity, air pressure, density, altitude, and temp. And let's pull RPM in there just for reference, right? So there we go. Hit OK. Now I don't care. View 5. Toggle off. So here we go. Water. There's RPM. There's water grain. There was no humidity in the air there. As you can tell, there's 11% humidity. Air pressure. There you can see air pressure, density, altitude. So these look like big jumps that are happening here. Like you see these big steps here, but it's all because it's auto scaled. If you notice, it's like 335 feet, 321 feet. Temperature, it's 105 inside of the car. This is why it's more important to put it outside of the car. It gives you a little bit more accurate data, but because it certainly wasn't 105 degrees out there. So this is data from the WeatherTrack. So if you wanted to see this look a little bit more accurate, I know right now it looks a little choppy, blocky. If we turn auto scale off, and let's go 0 to 100%, no smoothing. There you go. Humidity 11%, 10%, normal looking data. So we can change the same thing here. Air pressure, we can go minimum of 50, maximum of 150, just so it lands in the middle there. It's nice. There you go. 105 kPa, 103 kPa up here, 104 kPa. This car starts slowing down. Interesting to see that, right? So yeah, this is a great reference point to have when you're going back and reviewing data from one run to the next. Like if hey, this car ran really good with this tune-up. What was the air like when we were at wherever, So good information to have. I think it's worthwhile to do, and cost-wise is not that bad, honestly. So they're on our website. Feel free to reach out to us at HCR Innovations if you need any help with these or if you're interested in purchasing one, and hcrinnovations.com, or call the shop at 864-565-5606. Talk to Laura. She knows about this stuff too. You don't have to call and talk to me. If you really want to call and talk to me, you have to really convince Laura to get me on the phone. So anyway, hopefully this helps you guys make a decision. We're not going to talk about this RPM trace. The car was fast. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking to you about this. We're talking about weather. So we're not going to talk about anything else in this data log, just this. So yeah, let us know if we can help you out. Thanks and see ya.